Hello students. So in the last lecture we have discussed about the algae chapter 2nd, its general characters and its classification, 9 division. It was divided into 9 division. So today we will discuss about the life cycle of the Spirogyra. It is the second part of this chapter 2nd. So this Spirogyra, it is a name given by the Link in 1820. So Spiro means the coiled one and the gyra means the curved. Okay. So it is one of the commonest freshwater bright green in color, which is distributed in the worldwide. It is mostly found in freshwater ponds, lake. It is a free floating one. Okay. So because of its slippery feel of the filaments, Spirogyra is often called as a pond silk or water silk. Okay. So the Spirogyra, it represents by about 300 species. Now we will have a look about the systematic position of the Spirogyra. So the group algae, it has a group algae. So the chlorophyll bearing organism it has, and hence photosynthetic in nature. So the plant body is thallus like and the sex organ are one celled. When we talk about the division Chorophycophyta and the class Chlorophyceae, they have the common reasons. They are green in color because of chlorophyll A and B, carotenoids, xanthophylls. So these pigments are localized in chloroplast and pyronates. In this, starch is the reserve food for this Spirogyra. Now next is the order, that is the Zynematales, we can say the conjugals. Okay. So in this, the plant body is unbranched and filamentous. Cells are united end to end forming unbranched filaments. Cells are with partial or ribbon shaped, single or two axillary chloroplasts are there. Okay. If the family is the Zynemataceae and the species genus is the Spirogyra one. Okay. One or to several ribbon like chloroplasts are located partially in the position. So the conjugation tube is produced during the sexual fusion in the Spirogyra one. So when we talk about its general characters, in that we come about the first is the habit. So this plant body or the thallus, we call it as a thallus one. It is a long, green, cylindrical, unbranched, thread like. It is several centimeter in long. So we can say it is a hair like also, unattached and hence often called a filament. Okay. So it is a free floating mass, in the mass it is formed. Okay. And in habitat it occurs in water of ponds, tanks, pools, ditches and submerged or free floating filaments forming floating masses. When we talk about the structure of thallus, so this thallus of the Spirogyra consists of a slender unbranched filaments. The filament or threads are several centimeter long. The young filament are found at holdfast, that it is attached to a substratum. It helps in the attachment. The holdfast cell is colorless and may be lobed. So these filaments are free living, free floating and slimy. Each filament consists of few hundred similar cells placed end to end in the single row. So thus the filament is not differentiated into base and apex one. Now the next part, that is the structure of typical cell of the Spirogyra. When we discuss about the cell of the Spirogyra, it is divided into two parts, that is the cell wall and the protoplast one. So in the cell wall, each cell consists of a firm cell wall. The cell is commonly of two layers. The inner layer is composed of cellulose, while the outer layer is of the pectic substance. The inner cellulose layer forms a complete envelope around the protoplast. Now the outer pectic layer dissolve in water and form a slimy sheath. So this mucilage sheath is sometimes referred to as a third layer of the cell wall, which makes the filaments slippery to touch. So, the end or the cross wall is a 3-layered one. Now, when we talk about the protoplast one, so this protoplast is differentiated into plasma membrane, then chloroplast, pyrenoids, nucleus, central vacuoles, etc. So, in the picture you can clearly differentiate it. So, in the protoplast, the plasma membrane, which is surrounding membrane, it surrounds the cytoplasm. Now, when we talk about the chloroplast, so these are the embedded in the cytoplasm and partially in the position. Chloroplasts are band shaped or ribbon like, forming spirals. So, these spiral may be either narrow with a smooth margin or broad spiral manner, running in anti-clockwise direction from one end to the cell to the other. So, the spiral chloroplast is a feather form which the genus is given its name. So, now the pyrenoids, it is the small spherical rounded bodies. They are dense and highly reflecting proteinous body. So, this now it is pyrenoids, it is of number, that is from 1 to 16 ones, okay, which is found in the Spirogyra. It has a nucleus. There is a single nucleus with a distinct nucleolus. Now, central vacuole, this part, the cytoplasm encloses a large central vacuole filled with the cell sap. So, the sap is rich in tannin and other organic and inorganic compounds. So, according to this, we have discussed about the typical cell of this Spirogyra. Okay, in the picture you can identify it. Thank you.